Hello traders, welcome to the week 2 summary of the small account challenge. Sorry I didn't post a recap yesterday. Got caught up in some things, didn't really find time to do it. Yesterday was an absolute battle with NNVC. I wasn't the only one. A lot of traders in the small cap market in general was all having one hell of a time. One hell of a time with NNVC. I'm gonna go over today's trades and what I was seeing. Let's see. So yesterday, after hours, ended up getting this, this crazy move on NNVC that everybody was talking about. NNVC, looked like he was going to fade off, ended up giving a really strong close around 12, and then had a huge move from the 12s up to, what was it, high of 1750? Yeah. So as soon as I saw it move from 12s up to 1750 after hours, my game plan for the following morning was going to be that 1850 break. Okay, because that was the high that it's on a 5-minute, 5-day, and that was the high that it made on its previous run pre-market. So since this is a multi-day runner, it needs to break that high to keep on being the multi-runner that is trying, the multi-day runner that is trying to be. So this morning I woke up, nice and early. Go to the 1-minute chart. I saw it break VWAP, break through VWAP, give a little dip. As soon as I saw this little dip that held VWAP, my plan was to buy this breakout. Because my thesis is that once it breaks this, it's going to shoot right through this level at 18. If it can break 18, we're going to break 1850. And then it's going to be a nice trade. You see my executions over here on the right. So we bought at 1755 at 7603. So I ended up buying right here actually. Bought at 1755, added at 1850. You can also see the executions right here. Added at 1850 and then closed at 1903. So less them on the table, but real good way to start the day. That was $209 on that little trade. A really good trade for this size account. And then I told myself I wasn't going to place any more trades, any more long trades on NNVC for today, because I made that move and it's a very unpredictable stock. So happy that I cashed it on right there and called it for the long side on NNVC. Now I did get this pin bar right on NNVC. It's a good little short signal, and I ignored. I just felt it was too rippy. I didn't feel like having that kind of risk, especially since the high was 1980. I would have gotten in 1932. A 50-cent risk. I'm not trying to have that right now at this point. So that was pretty much the end of NNVC. The game plan after that was just to buy the breakout again. Like I said, I didn't want to take any more long trades on it, but I probably would have bought in that one breakout. And today during after hours, I was hoping it was going to do another after hours run, and I could go long on it at the 1980 break and take it over 20. But ended up not getting it. NNVC just continuing to fade actually. So that was the end NNVC for today. So what was next? Now, CPSH and CBLI were both FOMO trades, and I was really mad that I took these trades. I really went on tilt today after I took these trades. FOMO happens to all of us, and you just gotta try to train yourself to not do it in the future. And so how exactly was it FOMO? Okay. Pre-market, and I mean the entire day until it finally broke 4. My game plan on CBLI was to buy the 4 break. Okay, that's why I was shouting out to my members, all pre-market, all day. I wanted to buy this 4 break because it was the top of the previous run that it did. Same way on NNVC broke its previous high from its run. I wanted to do the same thing on CBLI. So I wanted to buy this 4 break. Ended up, I was messing around with a different stock and I missed it. Okay. Once I missed that 4 break, and I saw it spike to 460, I was like, man, fuck, I missed a huge move. I ended up trying to buy this next breakout at 460. Why? Well, sure. I mean, it had a dip and it could have moved higher, but really what happened is I missed the breakout, the one that I wanted to get in at, and I wanted to still get a piece of the move, ended up buying this breakout, ended up dumping on me, took that $87 loss. I shouldn't have done that. As simple as that. I had a rule that I made quite a long time ago that if I'm planning a trade and I miss the move that I wanted to take, then I stop looking at that stock. I mean, it's simple as that. Because then all you can do is, you can be mad that you missed it and you still want to get a piece of it, end up FOMOing in, and end up taking a loss. Sometimes it works out and you get a win, but in the long run, it's just not the way to go. And next thing we have is CPSH, which was actually the first FOMO trade that I did. CPSH now did this little creep in action pre-market. Now this in itself is a pattern. Okay, whenever we see a low float stock just creeping up towards the bell, it usually starts within 30 minutes before the open. You just see those little low float stocks that 30 minutes before they open start moving around, start creeping up. They usually always take off at the open. Okay. So my game plan was to buy the pre-market high break at the open. And then 2 minutes before the open, it ended up breaking that pre-market high. So it really just messed my plan up. All right. So then at the open, ended up looking at a different stock. I missed this move, even though it was part of my game plan. Some of my members made money on it, but I myself missed it. Then I ended up trying to buy, after this first dip, ended up trying to buy 230 to take it over 240 and go higher. But I ended up getting dumped on. Okay. So what happened again? I missed the move that I wanted. I took a trade and I took a loss trying to FOMO a win in there. Simple as that. LLIT was not FOMO. LLIT was a good trade plan. Let's see. Where was I short on it at? Here. So LLIT was a simple pre-market VWAP short. All right. Saw price break VWAP. I shorted towards the VWAP, and my risk at that point was the VWAP or 320. All right. I just wanted a little pre-market short. I really wanted to take it under 3. Ended up going above VWAP, stopped me out, and then that was the end of that trade. Ended up my thesis was correct. It would have been a good little win, but gotta obey my risk level. Only a $24 loss on it, no big deal. It happens pretty often. You get stopped out, price reverses on you. It is what it is. LLIT should have been my only loss today, really. All right, next up we got SNDX. Now SNDX was I like to look for toppings, on runners, look for little topping patterns to short and fade off towards VWAP. So I saw the topping pattern right here on SNDX first, ended up shorting it right here. Once it came on down to VWAP, I should have taken my profits, but I got a little greedy on this trade and I wanted it to break VWAP before I took any kinds of profits on it. But it didn't. It ended up reversing on me, ended up stopping out, which I should have cut that off at break even, but I didn't. Another mistake on my part. Took a loss on it. Then once I saw another topping form towards its daily resistance, I took another short on it. So I took another short on it, ended up waiting, and I covered my position on this dip towards VWAP. It took a while. It was a pretty decent length trade. But ended up winning back my losses and getting a small win on it on SNDX, so it worked out okay. Could have traded it better. Later on in the day, this isn't really a trade recap, but later on in the day we did get that run, and this is pretty much the move I was really wanting for that power hour fade to get a beautiful topping formation right here, and then it faded off beautifully. Ended up not taking that trade, but that would have been a really good, would have been a great trade on SNDX to really finish off the day. Next up, we got BIMI. So BIMI ended up shorting first. I saw it coming into here. Now BIMI didn't really form a very nice topping, but I did end up shorting it after I saw this rejection and seen it reject again right up here towards 450. I shorted right here at 430. So 430 was the next support after it got rejected again at 450. Once the level 2 got heavy on 430, I shorted there. Shorted right at 430, ended up popping up immediately. Didn't stop me out though. My stop loss was at 450. My mental stop loss. So I ended up coming on back down, and I took profits towards VWAP. That's where I like to take profits at when I short these toppings on these runners. And then later on in the day, I wanted to get this 450 break. Missed a 450 break. So I missed the 450 break. Ended up shorting it in here after this big wick back. Shorting it in here, took a small win on the short side. Since I saw it, once I saw this pin bar and this reversal, I went ahead and closed my trade off for a small win. Then I traded the breakout to the long side. Once I saw the rejections around 5, I got out for a small win. Traded the breakout again for a small win. And then once I saw this topping pattern right here and the topping candle right here, I took a lot of size short on my trade 0 account, and I actually faded it off to the close in my other account. So I wasn't able to profit on this close on this account. On my trade 0 account, I made some good profit on BIMI. As well as on LLIT, once I saw this topping formation right here, I took a short on LLIT on my trade 0 account, ended up fading it off and closing it towards close right here at 290. So anyways, that was the end of this trading day as well as the trading week. Only ending this week with 17% gain, which is a little below my target. I'm trying to get at least 35% a week on this account. Still looking forward to next week and try to really get some much better gains next week. Platform fee is gonna hit Monday or tomorrow. It's like $100 and something bucks. So it kind of sucks that seeing the size of my account, it's gonna get hit with that $100 and something buck platform fee, because I really need to, that's like over 10% of the account. I might deposit some more just to make up for that, those fat platform fees. Might deposit another 500 to give me that little boost, start taking some bigger positions, get some higher gains. Or I might not. I might just, soak up that platform fee and just, try to still grow it a lot next week and, maybe double the account. Same way. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on the next trading day, and hope y'all have a good one.